Okay, folks, welcome to the final game of day one here. Track 1 Men's Roller Derby World Cup. It's Team Finland versus Philippines.
That's right, game 23, the 8 p.m. slot. My name's Banshee here with KP, and we'd like to introduce you to the teams. First up, Finland, 0-0, Mika Karttunen, 1-1-1-1, Antti Peltola, 1-3, Alex Pitkänen, 18, Henri Unikala, 24, Esa Tervonen, 37, Samu Komenen, 41, Urpo Kekkonen, 42, Jiri Lempinen, 50, Tommy Stenberg, 6, Nemesis, 68, Eero Koivisto, 7, Jan Tervi, 808, David Holm, 84, Harry Mäkinen, 86, Mikko Hakala, 9, Rebel Reusumis, and 93, Juho Keski.
All right, and Philippines in the red, blue, and predominantly white. We have 1-1, Joe Cruz. We have 138, Jordan Acosta. 161 is Michael Sinchico. 1939 is Bruce Payne. Number 2 is Philip Salvador. Number 2018, Radley Vasquez. Number 22, Danny Busuego. Number 32 is Cole Terrell. Number 33, Richard San Augustin. Number 494 is Jerry Guntavano, and number 82, Randy Mayer. For those playing at home, you may recognize these skaters normally under other names. They're pretty much all skating under their family names for this tournament, except I guess Bruce Payne.
Yeah. Well, we do know it is the penultimate honor here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup, live from Barcelona. Both teams will be taking the track shortly, and I know that it was mentioned the colors for the Philippines, but in the dark blue and with white accents, that's Team Finland.
So you don't have your time to derby up on the screen there yet, but it is 25 seconds on the clock here. There is the whistle to get them on the track. We should be seeing our overlay shortly.
It's an active crowd in the venue.
All right, we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time to go here for Finland versus Philippines. Farrell versus, I can't see his number. Number 33, is it? 93.
93, Keski. So right, we have the pack keeping it slow right around the back of the pack, right around the pivot line, extending all the way into turn 2. Drawback coming from Team Philippines. Lead to the Philippines.
But Finland not far behind. No, it is Philippines in the penalty box for a power jam. Lead going to Finland.
It was a cut track call for the Philippines jammer.
So you can see a big rushing offense from Finland there, just making quick and easy points for Juho. Now things calm down a little. While this might be Philippines' first appearance at the World Cup, a bunch of veteran skaters here, guys from LA's Drive-By City, a few from Denver Roller Derby, people that really know what they're doing. So they're gonna just knuckle down, wait for their jammer to come back as he does.
5-point grand slam for Team Finland. 10 points so far. Pack picking up some speed.
Terrell using some fancy footwork to free himself from the pack there. Big sweeping sailing defense from Finland. Doesn't make any contact.
And 14 points on the board for Finland.
So big start to this game, but I think these teams are pretty closely matched. Certainly their strategic styles seem very similar. They're happy to play a fast game, slow it right down into some grinding defense.
And if you want to mention just pure anticipation, Both teams have waited all day for this.
Yeah, they were looking really fired up in warm-up. They're looking really fired up on the track there, and now we're matching 1 lead apiece.
That is Danny Busuego for Philippines.
Big, strong lead jammer, but hits a big, strong 3-wall of finish.
Tervonen able to break the pack.
So Busuego now trying to put some points up, a call off as he gets driven to the infield. We have a penalty called right on the end there. I'm not sure who it was against. Oh, it is Acosta for Philippines. So we're going to start with a pack disadvantage.
Philippines putting 3 points up. Number 18 on Finland, that is Unikula versus 161, Sinchioko. Took a little effort, but it worked out.
Well, it didn't take a lot of effort for Finland to pick up lead jammer there. Sinchioko still stuck against a solid 3-wall right where he started. This is a scenario that a lot of teams are going to train, though. Unfortunately, we've lost another Philippines blocker to the box. Richard San Augustin. I'm used to seeing him as Rafael, but...
So you have to retrain your brain there.
What is his real name?
And seeing a little bit of turnaround in the Cheeseballs Bearings penalty box. They are our official sponsor for the penalty box here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup. But back to the track, a little hop, skip, and a jump action. 10 points added by Unikula.
Well, you were a little cut off on the camera feed, but a beautiful apex jump by Sinocho to force that call off there. So Philippines picking up 4 points in that jam, 4-10, 4-14 now as the final points get sent in from the jammer refs. So closely matched still, anyone's game, only 5 minutes has elapsed. We're gonna see Terrell and
Pitcairn, yes.
Excuse the pronunciations, we don't get a lot of Finnish teams down in Australia.
They don't get any Philippines either.
Oh, it appears that Terrell lost his star on the jammer line, quickly resecured it. And Finland's Pitcairn able to emerge as lead.
That solid 3-wall that Finland have managed to do every jam has just been brutal. You can see these guys skate together a lot to be able to be so well meshed in their walls. The Philippines jam is just bouncing off that wall. Now finally Terrell has managed to get out of the pack, but not before Finland have put that lap point on him. Now we're going to see what happens. He hits the ground and gets the back block penalty while trying to call it off. We're going to go 2 minutes here, folks. So now things speed up as it goes to a power jam against Finland. Cruz playing offense up front for Terrell. Now Vasquez brings some really aggressive offense in. Unfortunately, Terrell taking a hit to the face. He's looking a little flustered, but he's going to reset and go again with pinching offense. Salvador and Vasquez, teammates back home, teammates here for Philippines. Still unable to get out of that 3-wall, though.
Well, Lempinen has been taking Terrell to the lines, both the inside and outside. So really some clutch blocking courtesy of Finland.
Oh, and brutal. That full penalty kill, no progress at all for Philippines, while the Finnish jammer spent 30 seconds in the box. Really tough stuff, despite some really active offense from his team. He just wasn't able to make anything of it. Terrell goes down. He looks a little stunned there. He's not getting up. No, he is okay. Gives a thumbs up to the ref. He was just catching his breath. Good to see these skaters giving hard hits and but getting back up again.
Yes, and we have a replay. Little jammer scramble.
Showing just how much work he put in, and there was the no pass, no penalty that we got signaled. That spin around the outside, look at that footwork. Well, the replay powered by VMix. really bringing the action all the way across the globe here today.
Stenberg in blue for Team Finland up against San Agustin. Oh, I apologize.
That's Bisuego here.
Bisuego. Sorry, I looked at 33, not 22.
And in that time, Bisuego has picked up lead jammer for the Philippines. Finland about half a lap behind. Goes for an apex jump to get his first point, but crashes into a solid 3-wall. Only the 1 point earned. No, oh, Finland picks up 2 against lead. So I thought, yeah, Bisuego picked up the 3 though, so it was a 1 point net gain. But tough, all that work for 1 point. 22 minutes left in this game. Remember, these are 30-minute pool games, no clock stoppages. There are timeouts, but the clock does not stop. So we're about to get back underway. We have Sinocho versus Casey. Casey.
Forearm call.
Ooh, tough call. Forearms on Sinocho straight away.
Power Jam Finland.
I'm totally mispronouncing his name. I apologize
Casey.
to the family. Well, and while he's in the penalty box, Finland are just lapping out there. 50 points now on the board for them. 5 already this jam. Jukes, leaps, hits the 3-wall. Pulls the multiplayer block while he's at it, and 5 more points. A quick 10, still a minute 20 as the Philippines jam returns. Sinchiocho returns to the box. He's hitting some solid defense there. Tries to prevent the cut. Meanwhile, an apex jump from Finland. Wow. Philippines now in the box. So much happening in the jam.
Yes.
But not a lot happening scoreboard-wise other than Finland just cranking the points on.
No, but plenty for the eye to see. And that's Sinchioco returning, making way through the pack, picking up 4 points for Philippines.
Now it's jammer on jammer. Finland happy to just keep running it, even though Philippines are now on their scoring pass. Getting the keep going signal from the bench to clear their pivot out of the box. Looks like he can just keep going anyway. The defense is being so strong, keeping that Philippines jammer scoreless.
We're seeing Rebel out there creating distractions for Finland and really aiming to the effectiveness of the jammer.
So that pass, the Finnish wall able to keep the Philippines to just 2 passes. So that was a total of 6 for all that time.
And we have a replay for the apex jump coming up. Thing of beauty.
Some lovely apex jumps there from Finland.
Oh, 33-point jam for Finland on that last one. Highest scoring so far in the game.
All right, so now we have Tervonen up against Bisuego. And Bisuego with lead. He's been a very successful jammer, getting in quite a few leads against the strong jammers of Finland. And Tervonen in the box for a cut track. That's going to give us a power jam for Philippines. Bisuego makes use of it, ices the Finland jammer in the box.
So 5 points up for Philippines. Current score 78. Finland over Philippines 24. Heading into Jam 8 with about 19 minutes remaining. Terrell with the Philippines power start.
Big shout out to Roller Derby Elite, the brand that is the sport. Proud sponsors of Worldwide Roller Derby and platinum sponsor of Team USA. We're underway for this power jam start, but all the Finnish eyes are on Terrell. He's going to have to work hard. He has managed to draw a penalty. That's going to give 1 less defender, but he's still pushing, and gets that lead. Oh, that was hard work, though.
Took 20 seconds. Not quite.
But Tervonen is back from the cheese balls penalty box. He's working his way up through that wall of Philippines. Vasquez manages to track, but picks up a forearms for it. He did the job at keeping the Finnish jammer behind him.
That was
Raphael
Terrell's
set.
first lead.
Oh.
And Terrell's first lead of the game.
In three jams.
That's after 3 jams going without lead. So things looking up on the Philippines side.
No,
2 points.
the 3 times
Yes.
he's jammed, he's got 1 lead.
Well, 2 points up for the Philippines, bringing them to 26 to Finland's 78.
No points scored for Finland in the last 3 jams.
Oh, and Finland being held scoreless for the last 3 jams.
All right, so we have defense wrapped around defense there on the start. 2 competing formations. Buswego once again, no, he's getting a forearms. He has been very successful. That gives lead to
Nicola.
Finland. So now Pack speeds up as they try to shut it down, but no Pack is called. Big, quick 5 points for Finland.
A tentative Pack in turn 2. All of a sudden, big sweeping motion as Nicola emerges, adding 5.
Finland running some nice aggressive offense there. Once again, just smashing into the 3-wall, allowing their jammer an easy pass. Picking up a penalty for it, though. It was quite the aggressive move in. Buswego with an apex jump. I don't think those Finnish blockers were even contemplating that he could do that.
I mean, if we were scoring Olympic gymnastics, I'd give that a 9.5.
His body was definitely not in I'm about to do an apex jump position. It was, he was just standing up, skating, and then, oh, I'm in the air now.
Pulling that together was amazing, and I sincerely hope we have a replay on that. If it was missed, oh, that's just sad. But I'll go back and watch it in the archive later. 17 points for Finland on that jam, taking them to 95 over 26. Okay, that is Keiski for Finland up against a 151. That is Shioko.
And we are just about to hit the halfway point in this game. Finland fairly in control on the scoreboard, but Philippines with some strong jams out there, they can bring this back. Right now, the Philippines do have the blocker advantage on the track, but they've unfortunately not been able to capitalize and turn it into lead. Keiski just too strong out there for Finland. Oh.
A high block call.
Looking a little worse for wear. He took a hit to the head, so I think the refs are going to call that and send him over to the first aid. That is what's happening.
And a high block assessed to our pivot on Finland.
100.
Yeah, 100 points for Finland after that last jam. 5 points in total to Philippines 26.
Last 3 jams, no scores for Philippines at 26.
Oh.
So he was a bit of a hit to the head of the Philippines jammer. He's been assessed by the first aiders and returned to the bench already, so good that there's no problem there.
And I knew the name Shioko sounded familiar. It's because he skates under the name Nitro, I believe, with the Cleveland Guardians. Took me a second. I'm like, I know that face, I know that name. But I digress. Back to gameplay. We have Pitkanen for Finland, jamming against Terrell.
So once again, Philippines with the blocker advantage on the track, but not able to convert it to lead. Finland now on 100 points as they happily pick up some more. Now we see a star stash and Terrell just running up the track. He was not skating, he was definitely just running with the star in his hand. He's got out of the pack, put it back on. Vasquez and Bruce Payne working together to try and shut Finland down, but it's too little too late. 4 points, nothing there. All right,
No points scored in the last 4 jams for Finland.
so Philippines have gone scoreless for 4 jams now. Buswego really the jammer that's been putting the points up for them, but not for a little while, and you can see that reflected on the scoreboard, 104 to 26.
Nicola jamming for Finland up against Mejia of Philippines. It is Janikula taking lead for Finland. However, hot on his heels, that would be Mejia. We're seeing Pat getting a little spread out in the back stretch.
So
Philippines taking the front.
I believe this is Mejia's first time wearing the star for Philippines this game, so mixing it up in the second half here.
Different rotation. And just want to thank our sponsor, Bruce Skate Straps. Skates don't quite fit quite right. Don't let foot or heel slippage mess with your game. Check out Bruce Skate Straps. They wrap around your boot and plate to keep your feet in place so you can improve your agility. Be better with Bruce Skate Straps. BruceSN.com.
So Bisuego now out wearing the star for Philippines. Let's see if he can convert this into another lead. He is up against Keski. Both jammers working against strong defense. Finland goes jammer on jammer, manages to draw the penalty and get lead. So really smart play by Keski there.
And that was a forearm call on Bisuego.
So now we're going to have a power jam against Philippines. Not what they need at this point of the game, and not with a jammer that's been converting points as quickly as Keski out there.
Tentative pack, keeping it slow as it edges into the backstretch, but not for long. But Keski making quick work, one-footed, zigging and zagging through, adding 5.
So nice slow setup over on turn 3, but just a nice little screen by the Finland offense means Keski didn't even need to do an apex jump for that one. He just stepped right over. Now Bisuego returns from the cheese balls penalty box, gets back out, completes his pass, but 0 points. Big jam for Philippines. Big jam for Finland. 15 points to Philippines, nothing.
So we're currently 123 Finland, 26 Philippines. Just under 11 minutes to go. We have a full complement of blockers on the track. Nice empty cheese ball bearings, penalty box.
Pikanen lining up against Sinchiko. We get scrum starts from the walls. The Finland wall unable to really set up at the back there. Drew a penalty, but it didn't matter because Pikanen just powers through for lead anyway.
It's like slicing right down the middle. And just something interesting that our fantastic producer Nasty Moves provided me. We have 6 jams in a row remaining scoreless for Team Philippines. Sinchioko off to the penalty box. Power jam in favor of Finland.
Tough call, yeah. Penalties have really gone against the Philippines jammers here in this game. Finland have been pretty clean there with the star, and it's certainly converting into points.
I think it's their pre-game dancing. They had a Rockette line going.
It was quite beautiful.
It really was great, and there should be video of it somewhere on the interwebs. I can't wait to find it later.
To a little Monty Python, no less.
Yeah. Okay, we have pretty stationary pack at the moment. Philippines defense doing their best to detain Pikanen. Sinchioko has been released from the penalty box.
Bruce Payne, that one-man defense out the front, able to shut down Finland and keep his point. That was only 3 on that last pass. So 13 points to nothing in that jam. Scoreboard kind of getting away from Philippines as we're in the final 10 minutes now. Terrell wearing the star for Philippines. He's two very different jammer styles out there now.
Finland has got the last 6 leads.
And Finland getting their lead percentage really factoring into their success here for the last 6 jams in which they maintained keeping Philippines scoreless. They obtained lead all 6. So it's really just a credit to their jammer efforts. But out on the track right now, the midway between turns 1 and 2, getting a little feisty. Oh yes, that is Terrell snagging lead for Team Philippines.
But Finland hot in pursuit. Junikala really putting some speed down, driving into the wall. Did he snatch points against lead? Yes, he did. It's 2 apiece.
Caught up in the Filipino defense mid-backstretch. Just the way the jam ended, it was like, oh, hey, friend, face to face.
First 2 points scored in.
And Philippines finally scoring after 7 jams scoreless. 2-2, 141 Finland, 28 Philippines. About 7.5 minutes remaining.
Oh, beautiful footwork up the outside from Tervinen.
And Busuego, Philippines jammer.
Just millimeters left before he was out of bounds, but it was enough to draw that lead. Jammer goal.
Filipino defense really putting the brakes on Tervinen for a few seconds. Then they lost a blocker to the Cheeseballs penalty box.
Unfortunately, San Agustin picking up the multiplayer as the Finnish jammer crashed into that wall. Oh, and we're getting a skating out of bounds call on Busuego right at the end there. So we're going to see a power jam start. That's a tough call. I think he maybe thought that the jam was ending. But whatever the case, he is going to serve a full 30 seconds now in the Cheeseballs penalty box.
Keisuke has no problem with that.
So thanks to our penalty box sponsor, Cheeseballs Bearing. Find your stride with the original handmade bearing at cheeseballs.com. We are underway with this power jam start.
Keisuke going safe side. Makes quick work, and it looks quite simple. We know that's not the case, but lead to Finland.
The speed that he is lapping, he didn't even pause for that scoring pass. Just skating like the wind.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Oh, and once again, he did not even break stride. Just stepped over the 3 wall of Philippines. 10 points in, well, that's 40 seconds, including his initial pass.
Finland offense doing a fantabulous job of distracting the Philippines defense.
Yeah, that was more like a mental play. They didn't actually touch them to make them flinch, but...
No.
All right, so Busuego is now out of the box. Look at that, though, in that penalty time. 15... Yeah.
That's
Seeing
right.
where they're going to signal any more points. No, it was a total of 15. And now we have a timeout. This looks like an official timeout.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're going to add some more points, maybe. That seemed to be what the jam refs are talking about. Yes, 20 points. There was points not signaled in at the end there. So 20 points in. Well, essentially that was while it took Busuego to sit a 30-second penalty.
20 points for Finland, yeah, 165. None for Philippines.
So that makes it 165 Finland, 28 Philippines.
So for those that are doing their 27-5 back home, just watch the form of Finland's jammers there. I reckon he was doing about 37-5 at that pace and going past blockers while he was at it.
A thing of beauty, that's for sure, and skills to aspire to.
That's for sure.
Jamming for the second time.
Stenberg, second time with the jammer star in this game.
Terrell working at the back there, really just bouncing off one Finnish blocker after another. They're recycling him pretty effectively. Oh, almost through the front of the pack, but that was number 4-2 being Lempinen, cycling him out and all the way around again. Oh, Terrell, the track cut. Possibly picking up a second penalty, no. Finland just calling it off. I don't think they realized that the jammer was going to the box. So it was a 3-0 jam as we enter 3 minutes 20 on the clock. The refs are talking to the Philippines jammer in the box. Possibly, I thought I saw a second penalty signaled. I guess they were just clarifying that.
And as mentioned earlier, we do have abbreviated penalties due to the limited time of these games. So any skater who's accruing penalties will foul out at 5 as opposed to the usual 7. So just something to keep in mind. And I know we've seen a great deal of activity on both teams.
So power jam start there for Finland. It did have to work hard to get through there, but it's a big, strong lead. While Terrell still sits in the box. He's now standing there. Big opportunity for Finland to put some more on, but he has missing 2 of his blockers. So Philippines out there with all 4 just wailing on Keski right now.
Keski getting great support in venue. You can hear a little bit of that over the feed. Cheering his name.
You can see on your screen right now that big block, center block of grandstand full of Finland supporters. 5 more points. Big jam again, 177 to 28, still with 2 minutes left on the period clock. Now things slowing down a little bit out the back. Terrell, with the star in hand, is working on a 2-wall, but he's not making any progress. And he's like putting his hands in the air going, come on, there's got to be a penalty. The ref's not agreeing with it, though. He's just going to have to keep pushing.
Bruce Payne off the penalty box for the Philippines.
Getting the call-it signal from the Finland bench. This could be our last jam. 1 minute
Perhaps.
20, lineup counting. Final points signaled in. That's 180 now. Plays 28 at 12-0 jam for Finland. Philippines may have had some good, strong lead jammers, but they just haven't converted it into the multi-pass jams that we're seeing Finland. They're just lapping out there every time they get lead.
And the jammers right before you. Oh, wait. That's an official timeout. But it appears we have Pitcairn lining up for Finland up against Buswego.
All right, so the jammers were just sorting out some scoring issues over at the bench, thus the very brief timeout. We are into the final minute of this game. The final chance for lead possibly, and the jammers right on each other's tail, but it is Finland in control with lead jammer. Crashes into the wall, quick call off. There is not enough time for another jam though. Buswego sneaks points against lead. That's going to be 4-4. No, 4-3. So it is points against.
Ending that jam with a smile, rightfully so, Buswego.
Yeah, so a good way to end it for Philippines as the period clock has now expired. That's going to be the end. So the story of that really was just a lot of lead jammers for Finland.
Most definitely, as there were only 5 times throughout the game that Philippines had leads, so definitely made an impact. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. It has unofficially said 183 Finland, 32 Philippines. We'll see once that is finalized, but my name is Banshee. I'm here with KP, and it's been a pleasure to bring you this game to close out day 1 of the Men's Roller Derby World Cup live from Barcelona.
Wow, with so much action on day 1, I just can't imagine what day 2 is going to bring.
Well, wait, there's more. First game tomorrow, 9 a.m. here on track 1 will be France versus Finland. So Finland, they're going to have a lot more fun in the morning. I think the smell of derby in the morning.
You're lucky you don't smell a vision there at home, folks. It's quite fragrant here.
Exactly. But it is now official final 183 Finland, 32 Philippines. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you tomorrow.